Hello, it's Mr. O. I want to give you something to think about in terms of the idea of talent. Do you think talent is something you're born with or something that you develop? Society has always believed that talent is something you're born with. You're either talented or you're not. But that's not what the science and developments in brain scanning techniques tells us now. What brain scanning techniques tell us is that talent is developed. To be talented at something, you need to develop connections between your neurons, called neuron links in the brain. Neurons are a posh word, it just means brain cells. So to become talented at something, you need to make connections between your brain cells. You've got more brain cells than there are grains of sand on the entire planet. But you're not born with connections. The only connections that you're born with are ones that control your breathing, your heart rate, like your parasympathetic nervous system, so that when you fall asleep on a night time, you don't stop breathing and wake up dead. The neural connections that you need to be a great footballer, artist, musician, horse rider, BMX rider, downhill mountain biker, skier, you're not born with those connections because they're not essential to your survival. So nature hasn't provided you with them. Humans are not even born with the necessary neuron connections to enable you to walk. Why is that? Well, because we're born to parents who can pick us up and carry us away from danger. Now compare that to, say, a zebra or a horse or a camel. When they're born in the wild, if they can't walk and run straight away, predators likely to come over and eat them. Game over. It takes a human about 10 to 12 months to learn how to walk. That's building up all the necessary neuron links. The links are made by practicing again and again, falling over time after time, but never giving up. The parents encourage a child to keep trying by making walking seem like fun. They'll hold out a bag of sweets or something to get the child to come over to them. Whatever your starting point, we now know that talent is developed through practice. That leads us to another question. What makes someone want to practice so much that they become talented? Interest and enjoyment. If you're interested in something, then you'll enjoy doing it and learning about that thing. And then the more you practice, the better you get. See, scientists have discovered that the brain can change over time. It's called the plasticity of the brain. You can develop new neuron links to connect the brain cells. You'll be making and breaking new connections for your entire life. Just say you practice playing the guitar. You'll be making new connections within your brain, but those connections will be weak at first, and the signals will travel more slowly. Scientists have discovered glial cells create a chemical called myelin. When you practice something, the glial cells release myelin, which reinforces neuron pathways. The more you practice, the more myelin gets produced. Connections get stronger, signals travel faster, and you get more talent. So practice is the key to developing talent. But what if you need to become more talented at something that you don't enjoy doing, so you don't want to practice it? Well, that's when you've got to use the as-if principle, and that's what I'll tell you about in the next lesson. Bye for now.